Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Como Diablos. The podcast that likes to talk to different people about different stuff, about how it happens and how do they come about, how they open up a business, or how is it that they become famous artists, or how is it that you ended up recording a video of the guy who won the Oscar for Best Actor, Como Diablos. And that's why we have Tom, and he's here with us. What's up, Tom? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Great to speak with you this evening.
Likewise, man. Your video went viral, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. And once I saw that, I said, "Como diablos? How did it all happen, man?" First of all, are you from Los Angeles, from the United States, or where are you from?
No, I'm from England, so I'm just visiting. We were in town for a Transformers convention, which we didn't go to, but I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the original movie, which came out
Right,
40 years ago, and it has like a really epic soundtrack. Um,
right.
And so the composer and the artist who did that performed at the Whiskey A Go Go. So
Okay.
my partner bought me tickets for Christmas. So we came in, and it was only when I got to LA that I realized that our trip obviously overlapped the Oscars.
Right. Now, why is it that you didn't go to the to not to the Tron convention, to the Transformers convention? What happened?
Well, I wanted to meet the original voice actors of Optimus Prime and Megatron, and the weekend tickets are sold out, and you can only buy um, photo ops to meet them if you have a weekend ticket. So they weren't
Right.
available to day tickets. So it didn't seem like any point going because it'd just be, yeah. I mean, I want to meet them. I don't want to go to
Right.
I don't want to just buy stuff. Yeah, meet the
Meet them
heroes.
in person, of course.
Yeah.
So so this was what, Saturday night, Sunday night?
So the convention. Well, you talk about the photo. Well, the convention was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then we went to the concert on Saturday,
Oh,
um,
nice.
which was. I mean, the composer, he did like Rocky Four, Kickboxer with Van Damme, and then obviously the Transformers movie. So it was, yeah, it was great. It was awesome. It was just lots of Transformers fans, and then obviously lots of 80s movie fans. So yeah, it was great. And my partner wore like this handmade Transformers Optimus Prime outfit that she'd been making for the last few weeks. So it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So before we get to your video that went viral, or that's going viral, because you got like the best shots, man, of this epic night.
Yeah.
How did you become a Transformer fan, man?
Oh, just born and raised in the 80s, the best time to be alive, I'd say. Ghostbusters,
Right.
Motu, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers. It's just ever since I got into it as a kid, I've been into it ever since. The collecting, and yeah, I'm a very nostalgic person, but obviously a huge movie nerd as well. So it all ties in together.
Right, because your Instagram is Megatron, and that's hard to get, man. I mean, that's a name that people would want. How long have you had your Megatron Instagram for?
It's 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah, since the birth of Instagram. But
Right.
it started off as a an email address, and then it became a MySpace name. Then it became a DJ name, and obviously it's just all of a sudden. I mean, this was at the birth of social media, and all of a sudden
Right.
you've got people referring to you in real life as your
Uh-huh.
screen name.
Right.
Suddenly people are calling you Megatron on the streets, and you're like, what? I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess it'll land. I mean, some people laugh at it, and I just go, yeah. I mean, you blame the people. They started calling me Megatron. I didn't say, hey,
Right.
call me Megatron. So yeah, but it's cool.
But well, that's crazy, bro, because it's not like Megatron underscore 12 or Megatron underscore or underscore Mega. It's like you're like Megatron. Like I
Yeah,
think Megatron wants his name back.
I see what you mean. Like, yeah, usually it'll default into, sorry, this is taken and this is a
Yeah,
suggested one. Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way otherwise.
that is dope, man. So, are you in the industry? Are you like in a movie industry, or what do you do, man?
No, I'm just a DJ. I just, DJ back home in the UK. And I just collect things as well. I do a lot of eBay stuff.
Oh wow.
I do graphic design as well for like club nights and things like that. I like to do anything and everything to avoid being normal,
Right, right. Well, it's definitely not a normal life going on right now, especially here in the United States. Is it different from what you imagined when you came over to visit your friend? I mean, so much going on right now, man.
Well, I mean, I've been to America many times. I mean, obviously, it's my partner, so she's a New York resident. So I mean, I've been to LA. This is my third or fourth time now. I mean, me and my partner actually
Okay.
met. We met in Las Vegas. We met 4 years ago.
What?
Yeah, we met at a festival in Las Vegas, and then we've been together ever since, sort of living a back and forth life. She used to live.
So you met her. You met her at EDC.
No, I met her at When We Were Young. It's a music
Oh, okay.
festival. Yeah, When We Were Young, and we've been together. We've been going back ever since. It's not on this year. Um, that's a
Hi.
that's a yeah. So but of the two of us, I'm definitely the biggest like movie nerd. She's not so
Right.
well. She's not
Into it.
as into it as I am
Right.
in any sense of the word.
Okay. So you traveled here to Los Angeles with your friend from New York, and then you guys wanted to go to this convention. Obviously, it didn't work out for you, so you went to a concert on Saturday, and then Sunday morning you woke up doing.
Yeah, I mean, just woke up, been like, what should we do? I mean, we unfortunately we weren't able to get a car when we got here, so we were just like, okay, we're gonna have to do a few things by foot and use the bus. And then we decided to go down Melrose because we like it there. Obviously, there's a lot of vintage clothing stores and a few comic book stores, and some great food. So we decided to walk down there, try and find some thrift stores as well because I love American thrift stores.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, there was no real plan for the day. I mean, I had been asking a few questions to some people here and there, like, what is the situation with the Oscars? Like, is it
Yeah.
all locked off? Is it all secure? Can I, I'm always been a sucker since I was young for meeting famous people. Like,
Right.
I love, like, especially musicians, especially growing up and waiting outside after the concert. I've done a few meet and greets with like bands like Blink 182.
Wow.
Yeah, and like I've met nearly everyone, like Linkin Park, Fall Out Boy, Paramore, Bring Me the Horizon, Blink 182, members of
Oh.
members of Slipknot, um, yeah, you name it really. But
Yeah.
in terms of Hollywood A-listers, this is definitely my first.
That is crazy, man. Okay, so then it's Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon. You guys are just obviously walking around Melrose, um, and then what? What happened after that?
So we decided I wanted to go to Amoeba Records because obviously Amoeba is legendary. So we got on the bus, and then as we were making our way near, we went past obviously the area where the Oscars are on, and it was
Yeah.
all like you could see like security and like it was clearly decorated around the Oscars.
Right.
And then we pulled up to this In and Out, and I thought, let's just get off. Let's just see if we can go and catch a glimpse of any of
Right.
the stars. I mean, we didn't. I wanted to see what it looked like because you could see that cars were not allowed through, but pedestrians could still go up there.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, well, if there's other pedestrians doing it, let's go and have a look. So we got off. Bless my partner because she, she could have done. She could have said yes or no or whatever. You know, she's like, but she was like, okay, that's cool because she's
Right.
supportive like that. And then we went up to we got up to the area which was just adjacent to the Madame Tussauds.
Okay.
And then there was a fence. It was fenced off. And there was a small crowd of people waiting, kind of doing the same thing. Even a bunch of like influencers turned up, like TikTokers, to like create skits and whatever.
Yeah.
And then after about half an hour, gradually a few of the golf buggies started, because we were right by the what was the hotel?
The Roosevelt Hotel.
The Roosevelt Hotel. We were right by the Roosevelt. And then the carts started coming out, and I imagine a few of the carts were more like assistants, PR, PAs, or whatever. Right. But then, lo and behold, one of the major ones that came out was Nicole Kidman.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, Nicole Kidman came out, and she was in the front. We were on the opposite. We were stood on the other side of where she was on the passenger seat, so we didn't quite catch a glimpse of her. But obviously the whole crowd went, "Wow!" Erupted, and then I was like, "Okay, well, I didn't quite see her, so I'll whatever." And then probably 2 carts later, right by me was Tiana Taylor.
What?
Yeah, she went right, and she was there, and I was like, "Oh my god," because I brought my Meta glasses out because I love, I bought them recently, and I don't use them as often as I wanted to, but I thought, hey, we're in LA, it'd be cool to like just maybe make a mini reel by the end of this trip to document this, mini little trip, make a 1-minute thing or whatever. Anyway, I was wearing them, and then lo and behold, there's Tiana Taylor. I'm like, wow, and I'm like explaining to my partner who that is. Again, not so well versed on like the movie stars and things like that. And obviously, I mean, Tiana Taylor's quite.
So was this outside the Kodak Theater, or this was already kind of near the In-N-Out or at In-N-Out?
So this is at the top of the road of that In-N-Out, and then it's literally on the corner of the Roosevelt Hotel and the Coffee and Bean, I think it's called. Coffee,
Bean and Leaf.
Yeah, Coffee, Bean and Leaf, or something like that.
Okay,
and then she goes past, and then I'm thinking, okay, this is awesome. Like, we're right by the exit of all these stars. They're all going to be coming out. Obviously, there's security guards everywhere. The gate is constantly being opened for different people, like press. Basically, you could tell who was someone and who wasn't someone when you either walked through the gate or you...
Yeah, when the crowd would go, quiet.
Yeah, exactly. And I kept saying, and it was, it'd been a lovely day, really warm, but it was getting a bit chilly. And so what happened is we waited for a bit longer, saying there's got to be one more, and you're hearing people go, look, there's different exits everywhere. Apparently some of them even go underground if that's possible to avoid being seen. And then we waited probably a further 90 minutes, and I thought, okay, I said to my partner, okay, look, one more cart, whoever's on it, whether it's someone or no one, we're gonna go. I'm in LA. Obviously, I have to get In-N-Out Burger because it's legendary, and I was starving. And then a cart came through, and it was, I don't want to call no one nobody, but they weren't celebrities, they weren't movie stars or anything like that. But I'm sure they were important. But they were clearly all going down to the Roosevelt. And then that was that. So I said, okay, well, let's go to the In-N-Out. And then then obviously let's get into that whole situation.
Right. So you get to the In-N-Out, and was there a crowd? Was there a lot of people, or was it just the regular people that maybe fills it up on a Sunday night?
No, it was definitely busy. Yeah, it was very. I mean, I think that In-N-Out is, from what I've read today, is always quite busy, as it is anyway. Right. I don't think I've ever been to a quiet In-N-Out in my life, to be fair. So it was the usual, like, Sunday crowd. Lots of people sat outside. Lots of young people, I'd say. And then.
So you walked in, and then you ordered. What'd you order? for yourself and your partner?
Well, my partner's vegan, so she shouldn't.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she didn't want. Yeah, she can eat the fries, but she's not a big fan of the fries.
Right.
And I'm not a big fan of the fries either. So I chose not to. So I went and got a triple. I don't know why I asked for a triple because I thought I love the double, and I'm thinking I just want a little bit more. I'm not getting fries, so let's make it a triple to make up for that. Yeah, and then got served pretty quickly. And then we managed.
So you sat inside or outside?
Inside, yeah, sat inside.
Okay, so you're sitting inside,
yeah,
with your partner, and you guys were having you had a triple, double, and your partner, what does she have?
Well, she's more like, I'll eat my food quickly and then we'll go home and then she'll order for herself.
Right.
I had 4 vegan donuts back at the hotel waiting for me, so I was good.
Right, yeah, okay.
What?
So yeah,
vegan donuts. What are vegan donuts?
Donut friend.
Donut friend and voodoo donut.
Yeah.
Voodoo donut.
That's the food I'm eating.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy, Megatron.
and then we sat down in a 2-seater, and then there was a few people sat around us nearby that they had cameras.
Right.
But there was one person immediately to my left that looked dressed to the nines. And I asked, have you been to the Oscars? And he said something along the lines of, no, but my girl. So I didn't know this, but my partner popped it. I didn't know this until she said, way after the whole thing happened, was that, no, but my girl Tiana is. What was that?
Yeah, I'm waiting to meet up with my friend.
I'm waiting up
with Tiana.
I'm waiting up to meet with my friend Tiana. And I was like, and maybe because it was noisy, but I didn't really clock what he said.
Right.
And then and my order was number 7. And I think it goes up to 100 and then it resets. So it was like order number 77, order number 81, order number 92, and then back to 85. And
Wait a minute. You missed order 67?
Yeah, I missed that. Apparently that caused some sort of disruption back in the day. I think they got rid of that number for some reason. For that reason, sorry. And then and then obviously I'm waiting impatiently, and then and then we're sat down, and then can I swear on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. And then I'm sat down, I stand up, and I go, holy shit. He just walks in. With 2 bodyguards that are about a foot higher than him. They're dressed to the nines as well. And then the whole place just goes crazy. And it turns out that these people that was sat near us, who were just in streetwear, really, they look like they fitted in throughout. They all had different cameras. Now I assume that they just come from the press, or they're doing TikToks or whatever, doing something. But it looks like they were part of his media team,
entourage.
Yes, yeah. Or they'd been hired to basically film him.
Wow.
I mean,
that's for those of you that don't know yet who we're talking about. Megatron Tom was hanging out at In-N-Out when all of a sudden Michael B. Jordan walked in, and you were like, holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit. Like, I mean, the man had just won an Oscar about an hour earlier. The Best Actor Oscar, and he walks into In-N-Out Burger. Now, with his Oscar in his hand. Now, I knew that there was a history of people going to In-N-Out after the Oscars or the Golden Globes. Like a handful, like a Hilary Swank, Paul Giamatti after the Golden Globes, and I'm sure like a handful of other them. But I'd been saying it to my partner since we got there, but I didn't really think much of it after that. I really thought, okay, we've waited here for 90 minutes at these gates. That means that all the celebrities have gone to their after parties. They've all gone to their luxury hotels, and they're nowhere in this vicinity anymore. So when we got to the In-N-Out, I just thought, okay, well, it's just not going to happen. And it felt like I manifested it because I knew the history of it. I knew that that was a possibility, but
Right.
you don't expect it to be the main star of the whole night.
Right.
Um,
So you see him walk by, and did he have to wait in line to get his order, or he just walked in like a boss?
No, he just walked in like a boss. I do believe it. This is all speculation, by the way, but I do believe that it might have been predetermined. I think they were given a heads up.
Oh, okay.
Because I think it was more like he can't come here and have to wait 25 minutes like everyone else is.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think he's gonna wait 25 minutes to get his order, man.
No. Otherwise, he's just gonna do it in a different way. Yeah. So
Right.
he goes in, and then almost immediately, and then these guys that were sat near us, they're on it. They've got the lights, they've got like the professional lights, they've got different formats of camera. One of them had what people are referring to as a medium format camera, which I'm assuming means an old like an old VHS like handheld camera.
Right.
And then there's like obviously a professional photographer.
And it was giving you the best lighting for your video.
Yeah. I was like, thank you. And I'm going crazy here because I'm like getting my glasses on, I'm pressing record on those, and I'm using the phone that I'm using now. So sorry, he comes in, they go to the counter, and then everyone stands up on the nearest thing they can. My partner ends up standing in the trash to be able to see him.
Wow.
I'm standing on top of the booth, and then this is where it gets exciting. So he's surrounded by people at the counter. Has that photo moment, and then there's some woman right by me going, right, get down. I'm like, okay, yeah, get down, because he's about to sit on this table that you're stood on.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, oh shit, okay, all right, let's go. And then, luckily we've already got our table that we had, so we sit down there, or at least stand around it, and then he makes his way around, and then that's when it became like really like surreal and like, wow, he's right there. I mean, it's not just seeing him as well, but for me, it's seeing a real life Oscar as well.
Right.
Like this. I mean, God knows how much that's worth. Obviously
Yeah.
invaluable. And then I said, congratulations, Mike. And then he said, appreciate you, brother. And I thought, okay.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, wow, okay. And there's no like ego, there's no like pompous, there's no like,
Right.
it's just being humble, and he's just smiling. He's just being, people are like all around him. They're saying he's responding to a lot of people. I know some guy said, hey man, I saw Sinners 3 times. I saw it in different like formats, and he's like interested in what this person's saying. I think my partner did unfortunately get told off by someone, didn't you?
His security.
His security. Yeah. But why was that? Because he was
like, everybody get down. And I was sitting on the trash, and there was a girl crouching on the ground. So he was telling me to get down, but I couldn't because there was someone underneath me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm trying. And he was like, get down.
Right.
I was like, I'm so sorry.
What's can you go back to her real quick? What was your feeling when you saw him? I mean, I don't know if you really knew who he was, but obviously he has an Oscar.
I definitely knew who he was. But I feel like a lot of my friends are like, he's the most handsome person ever. So like, I know of him. I didn't see Sinners. I saw Black Panther back in the day. So like, I have seen like a film with him in it, but yeah, no. When he walked in, my eyes were just on him. Like I knew this was like the best moment of his life. And so I was just smiling ear to ear, just like watching him like.
But he's not as handsome as your boyfriend though.
No, definitely not.
So true. So true. Who's paying you? Who's paying you?
Who's paying you? So that's crazy, bro. So he sat down next to you, and you actually told him congratulations, and he said thank you, and then you guys just kind of went on eating? Did he really eat? And then
Yeah. So he had the first tray that went down had 2 burgers. There's so much debate because I just thought it was a double. I put it online and was going, that's not a double. That's a 3 times 3. That's a this, that, or the other. I'm going, I don't know, man. Like he had 2 burgers. They were both, they both look great. And then that was the first tray. And then as he's like getting his photo done, another member of staff puts a tray down. I know a lot of the staff managed to get autographs as well, which was really cool for them. Like they signed like in and out
wow,
branded
that's
things.
crazy.
And then then someone put down a tray of fries for him. He didn't really acknowledge the fries, but he's also and then he's very much just like he's responding to people around him, but his eyes are on the photographer who sat opposite him in the booth. And then this crew of camera people are like on it. They are they're filming him. They're using the lights, as you mentioned earlier. They're making sure that it looks good. Again, several different formats. And the security guard's not being overbearing, but he's like, all right, guys, calm down, give us some space and whatever. He takes a huge bite. He does the sort of like, yeah, that's nice. And then it's like, all right, let's go. And then that's when he proceeds to get up, and then be escorted by his security. And I'm like, hey, Mike, I think I said it again, like, congratulations, Mike. And that's when he goes, appreciate it, brother, turns to me and then fist bumps me.
Shut up, he fist pumped you.
Yeah,
Damn, let's see that fist. Let me see that fist. Damn.
But it's funny. No, it's even funnier though because in the earlier video I went to fist bump him and it wasn't acknowledged, or it wasn't seen.
Oh shoot, he left you hanging.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't within reach, I guess. So I was thinking, I'm getting this fist bump, and then as you can imagine, it's chaos in the whole place again. And he makes his way outside. And then we're still inside. And then I know he did a few photos outside, sat on the patio, like under one of the umbrellas or whatever. And I think I don't know what's going on there because we're inside, so I can't. I think he's just doing a similar sort of thing, getting a photo. Right.
So you were in shock still. You were probably in shock. You were like, "What the hell just happened?" Right?
Yeah. I'm just like absolutely like jaw dropped, and then I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, food. I ordered food. I'm like, where's my order? I'm like, has it been called out yet? I think the orders were slightly paused. I can't remember. But then my partner had the best idea, which was what?
She left the fries on the table. I took them. We ate them.
Oh, no way.
He wasn't using them. I grabbed them.
He left his fries. He left those fries. I think he even left the half-eaten burger.
Yeah.
Because like three girls proceeded to sit down where he was, completely nonchalant to the fact there's 2 trays of food on the table still. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, grab the fries." I'm like, "Yeah." And then we proceed. I mean, I don't, from my video footage, I don't think he didn't touch a single fry. He didn't. But obviously,
hey, who cares? There's free fries, man.
Yeah, well, exactly. I didn't. I mean, that's what I'm saying earlier. So I didn't order any. I didn't want any. So, but I think if it's nothing tastier than free fries, is there?
Right.
And then the only thing I'm gutted about, that I'm kicking myself about, is I didn't like take the tray or anything that he used. Which would have been a cool little memento. I mean, I don't know how you prove that this is Michael B. Jordan's Oscar-winning In-N-Out burger tray. And the only way I try and not kick myself is the fact that I'm thinking, if I took the tray, I imagine someone would have stopped me at the door saying, "Hey, you can't have that."
Well, unless you would have gotten it and gone outside and met him under the umbrella and have him sign it, then that would have been something.
Wow, yeah. I mean, I didn't look it other than the In-N-Out staff. It didn't look like anyone was getting autographs. I don't think anyone was really hounding him for that. And I think if anyone was, that I think the security would have like stopped them in their tracks, saying like he's just here. You know, I mean,
But you got the best thing though. You got the best footage, man. That's all that matters. I mean,
yeah,
you know, that's an awesome experience. When I saw it this morning, and I was like, oh my goodness, I got to get this guy on my podcast, man, because you know, these are moments that not a lot of people get to live. You know, these are moments, like you said, you're a fan of certain things, certain movie stars. You're a fan of Transformers.
the
So for a
culture,
lot of us
yeah,
people, who meet our artist or actor, it's something surreal, and not a lot of people get to talk about it. And that's why I wanted to share your story, because you were excited, man. And it doesn't happen very much. And like you said, he just had won the biggest award that anyone could win
yes.
in movies, you know?
I mean, it's priceless. It's an absolutely priceless experience, and it's, you know, it's yeah. Like, I mean, like Michael B. Jordan as an actor, like I loved him in Fruitvale Station, which was Ryan Coogler's debut film. I loved Chronicle, which was a really underrated, like dark superhero movie. Obviously, he was great in Black Panther, and obviously Sinners is a really, really good film. So, you know, as you say, just a respect for the sort of culture, the art, movies in general. I mean, it's hard to explain how much movies mean to me.
Right.
I think I've got 1,000, or I'm nearing about 600 to 700 VHS tapes now.
Right.
And then, you know, that and
It's
4K
it's
Blu-ray, whatever. But yeah, I
my,
mean, it's just one of those things that could only ever happen in LA. You know what I mean?
right.
It's only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share something with you. I haven't seen the movie, to be honest with you, but I do have a memory of Sinners, because I was out with my wife out in Temecula. I'm not sure if you know where that's at. It's in Temecula, California. It's a winery kind of place,
Right. Yeah.
and we just happened to have the TV on when we were sitting ourselves, and we stood watching the movie a little bit. But you know, when you're sitting with your wife, you know, you don't pay too much attention to the television. You know,
No, no, no. You pay
so
attention to
that's
your
the
phone.
memory that I
You
have.
pay attention to your phone. um, but
So yeah, that's the memory that I'll have of Michael B. Jordan, man, because we haven't seen the movie, but man, that's such a cool experience that you had, man. And then right away, you guys uploaded the video, or did you take some time, like thought about it?
yeah, so because we're relying on a hotel connection right now, you know, we got back to the hotel. I mean, I so it's funny because obviously In and Out, like the best thing about In and Out is you need to really, you know, take in the flavor, like take your time with it. But I was so like shaky that I ate this burger so quickly, and I was thinking, no, I didn't enjoy it the way it should be enjoyed. But anyway, that aside, we got back, we got back to the hotel, yeah, and I was like, right, we got to upload this footage now, but
That's funny, man.
but it
That
was
you weren't able to enjoy it
I
as good
wasn't.
as you wanted
I
it
was too like it was so much so much adrenaline. Um,
to. Yeah,
and then I got home. We got home, and then because my Meta glasses had so much backed up videos from the rest of the trip, it took a while.
yeah,
Like it was like 137 videos I had to upload to my phone. Um, and then yeah, I knew that there was a fist bump video on it. I knew it, and I was thinking, and then I mean, here's the craziest part. I went to sleep. I put it on. Sorry, before I went to sleep, I put it on TikTok, and it had 1,000 views before I went to sleep. Just a nice, you know. I was like, oh, 1,000, because you never quite know if you're gonna get it right with TikTok in terms of hashtags and things like that. You might have the best footage in the world, the funniest or whatever, but like if you get those sort of hashtags wrong, or you upload it at the wrong time, you know, it could just go nowhere. It could just, so when it got like 1,000 views, I thought, okay, I've done something wrong, but I'm too tired for this. I'm going to go to bed anyway. And the same with Instagram. Instagram was just meant to be it's just meant to be an upload for my friends to see it.
right.
But I made it into a reel, um, which I rarely do. And then woke up, and then all of a sudden it's 2 million on Instagram. and
Wow.
1.5. It was less than it was. So when I woke up, it was 600,000 on TikTok. It's now 3.5 million.
Wow.
But I mean, I got loads of friends that have gone viral for different reasons, or they got that video. Like I got a really fun DJ that lives in Scotland called Lewis Wake, and he like does just stupid DJ drops, and that's got like 10 million views on TikTok and things like that. And I know some guys in club nights like Face Down London who are always doing like new content to try and
Right.
I'm familiar with that kind of world and how it can work. But when it actually happens to yourself, and it happens that quickly, I mean, what comes next is human nature and the craziness around it afterwards,
Right.
the
Have you been
comment.
doing a lot of interviews?
I did one with so yeah. So then the People magazine spoke to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I did a radio show in New Zealand.
Oh nice.
And then I did who else did I do? ESPN contacted me. Sports Center.
Now are you a professional DJ?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm not
Well,
like
I hope you've been dropping your name, man. That way people could follow you and
know.
stuff like that too.
I did it on I did it for People magazine at least. I mean, I don't know. I guess I was yeah, I guess I didn't want to be one of those people where it's just like, I mean, because I'm not like a notable DJ. I'm just a commercial, I just do a few clubs and things like that. So I'm not like I don't.
It doesn't matter though, man.
Yeah,
whatever help you could get, And I'm sure you're gonna get more. I'm sure you're gonna get more calls and people want to talk to you because you do have a fantastic or fascinating story, bro. And that's why I wanted to talk to you, man, because you were there firsthand. Like I explained to you earlier, you lived the moment, and we want to hear it from you. Like I'm a fan of that. I like hearing people's stories, and the way that I see you right now. For those that can't see him, I'm seeing him through video, and I can see he's enjoying the story, and his partner as well. I know she's kind of quiet, but she enjoyed it more than you, I bet, man.
She's definitely like, you've got the best partner when they enjoy seeing you happy, when you can see that, that doesn't happen every so often.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, she's fanning me down right now because I'm quite AC's too loud. So but yeah, you're exactly right. And these experiences are invaluable. They're absolutely priceless. So, I mean, obviously, it gave me a bit of a thirst. I'm like, wow, like I want to keep doing this. How do you, But it's nothing. It's not something you can replicate, unless, until the next time maybe something like that happens. Maybe bumping into Tom Cruise in McDonald's or something.
Right. Now the question is, do you have your TikTok monetized and also your Instagram?
No. I mean,
Oh man.
no. I think don't you need to meet a certain threshold or something like that before they? Like, don't you need a certain amount? Don't you need a certain amount of followers or something like that before?
Yeah, something like that, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting it from everywhere. I'm getting some of the biggest platforms I've ever heard of, like Elle magazine and, like I said, yeah, Sports Center, the BBC in England. But they're all
the BBC shit.
But they're all asking for it for free.
Yeah.
And then you're just like. So I mean, we did speak to someone who's in charge of some like major YouTube channels that we're actually both fans of, and they asked,
Right.
if they could kind of do something with it, and I did say yes, and I'm not quite sure yet what will come of it, but
for those that are listening, and if you ever have a video that you think is going to go viral, recommendation is Via Story. That's where you load it up, and they're the ones that sell your footage.
Right.
So it's funny that you mentioned your video that you went to sleep with 1,000 followers. So check this out, bro. I had just bought my Tesla, right? It was a Model 3, and I hated the wheel covers.
Right, yeah.
So I did a stupid video where I wore a glove. I took off the hubcap and I put some caps, and I loaded it up.
Yeah.
and it had like maybe 20 views. By the end of the night, it had maybe 21 views after like 10 hours, right?
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning and it had 1.5 million views. I'm like, what the?
What? Yeah, it's fascinating what can get onto the algorithms and grab people's attention. I remember about 12 years ago, like even that far back, I had a friend back then who uploaded a video YouTube of what do you call a bollard over here?
Like a pylon,
Well, you know, it's something
like a traffic, like a concrete
like
traffic
like a concrete traffic pylon, you know, but it's one that
Okay.
it's one that retracts. You know, it's usually
Yeah,
up,
I've seen them.
and
Yeah.
if a car needs to go through, then it will retract.
It'll go
He
down.
uploaded it. It got 85,000 views for a retractable bollard. And,
Yeah.
you know, like, okay,
And
it's crazy.
it's funny because when I hit that 1.5 million, I said, "Oh man, I'm officially a content creator." So I started doing other videos, and the videos that I post now, they only get like 20 views.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, isn't it? Is keeping it up, you know. But I like to do like, because in my if you see my TikTok, I've got 10 videos on there. So I'm very much like to do like quality over quantity. Like if I get a video and it doesn't get that many views, I just delete it. I just like I'm just like, whatever, you know. I mean, I don't upload a lot of videos to TikTok anyway. You know, I use Instagram enough as it is, you know, to be using something else.
Right. That's crazy, man.
But what's interesting though, bro, is all the comments. The comments have been like, leave him alone. He just wants to eat his food.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, can't a man just eat in peace? And like,
welcome to America.
I know. And then every other comment's just like, hey, dude, he did that on purpose. He knew what he was doing. He had a PR team. He was completely in the moment. He loved it. No one even like, people were noisy, but no one was like getting in the way or like touching him without, you know, whatever, and ask, you know, and then they're like, leave him alone. It's like, and then there's people going, oh, he wasn't even that good in the movie or some crap. And it's like, dude, just like, why is there so many people that just don't want to enjoy, just be happy for other people? You know, it's like, why are we worshipping other humans? It's like, I'm not worshipping anyone. It's admiration. It's respect. It's like, this guy's an incredible talent. And he's just been on the world stage to like something like 3 billion people watch the Oscars or something like worldwide. I mean, maybe not that many, but you know, that man's just been on. That man is watched worldwide, and now he's sat opposite me. You know, if you've got like Taylor Swift right now as the biggest artist in the world, right now there's the biggest actor in the world, and he's sat right there, you know. So just let people enjoy it and be in awe.
Yeah. All right, Megatron. Well, it was nice talking to you, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for sharing your story. You made me live it through your voice, through your storytelling, and having your partner next to you and explaining how excited she was for you and how she felt. I appreciate you guys sharing this, man. And how much longer are you gonna be here in the States?
Well, we're going back to New York tomorrow, and it's the weather. What's the temperature?
It's about 30 and
30 Fahrenheit. So it's going to be quite a difference. But then I'm back to the UK in like about 2 weeks or so.
Nice.
But yeah, I really appreciate you asking me to do this. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, I appreciate it.
Can we hear you on? Are you like on platforms to listen to your mixes? Do you have anything on YouTube? Do you have anything on the Mixcloud? Do you have anything that we could listen to?
No, sadly not. Because I tend to just play. I don't tend to like. I do mixing in real life, but nothing. I mean, I should really be doing that. So yeah, some point I will. But if you can follow me like on Instagram, I'm Megatron_Tom, and then my DJ page is Megatron Tom DJ is one word. And then my TikTok is randomly Toy Quest UK because it's meant to be a page. It's meant to be a page for me finding toys in the wilderness, like collectibles. So that's why that's called that. But other than that, yeah, if everyone wants to, find out if I do anything else weird and wonderful in this crazy world, then yeah, please feel free to follow me.
What part of the UK are you from? Where do you play at?
Bristol.
Bristol. Okay.
Yeah,
So you play like at nightclubs and bars?
Yeah. I do
Oh, nice.
I do club nights across the UK, from north to south. I've done a lot of major festivals in the UK, like big ones. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's an interesting, unpredictable little life.
Nice, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. Continue enjoying your night. Thank you again so much for being here on Como Diablos. That's the podcast. That's what it's called.
Awesome.
So thanks again, man. I appreciate it.
Thank
Tony,
you
for being here, man.
Thank you very much
All
for
right,
having
man.
me.
Have a great night.
You too, bro. Take care of yourself.
All right.